Today we're going to talk about the dress code in Qatar and everything else you need to know for the 2022 World Cup. And the title of this episode may look strange and even out of place. However, I lived in Qatar for many years, and during that time my wife, as well as other female family members and friends, visited me numerous times. And this episode is based on their observations. The goal is to dispel some of the misconceptions that foreigners have about tourism in this Middle Eastern country, particularly in relation to the 2022 World Cup hosted in Qatar. Some of the things I'm about to tell you may seem shocking at first, but for anyone who has lived there, they are as normal as it gets. However, before we begin, I would like to ask a small favor. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like and subscribe button. Well, Qatar is an Islamic country, and the Qataris dress in a highly traditional manner. For foreigners, although there is no normal dress code, it is advised to dress modestly and conservatively. This means no short for males and no miniskirts or tank tops for ladies. Normal swimming clothes, including bikinis, are fine on the beach or by the pool. Until some years ago, bikinis were allowed only on private beaches, and they still may draw some attention. And very important, it is prohibited for women to sunbathe topless. When visiting public locations like parks, malls, or souk areas, especially those frequented by people of various nationalities, it is essential to be especially mindful of the dress code. Qatari ladies often cover their hair with a black headdress called shaila, and their body with a black garment called abaya. Some women also cover their faces by using a niqab. The question some ladies may ask is, do I have to wear an abaya in Qatar? And no, tourists are not required to dress in the way of the Qataris. However, shorts, skirts above the knee, and sleeveless short sleeves are not permitted when visiting mosques or government facilities. And when visiting mosques, you also need to cover your hair. In any public place, women should avoid wearing spaghetti strap or see-through shirts and short skirts. Now, if we talk about the 2022 FIFA World Cup, nobody needs to fear it, since the weather and temperatures are mild in November and December thanks to the cool desert air. Typical daytime temperatures are approximately 24 degrees Celsius, while nighttime temperatures are around 18 degrees Celsius. It's wise to bring light coats and cardigans, and it won't hurt to keep a hat and a pair of gloves on hand, since it can be chilly during the night. Another question people often ask is, can you hold hands in Qatar? Male and female holding hands is tolerated. Lots of couples hold hands everywhere. In places like banks, hospitals, restaurants, malls, and other public places. Most of them are married couples, but nobody really checks that. It is also common to see men holding hands in Qatar, especially Indian immigrants, but that does not have any sexual connotation. So yes, bottom line, a couple can hold hands in Doha. Another often asked question, can you drink alcohol in Qatar? Well, yes, but not everywhere. Alcohol is mostly available in bars, hotels, and restaurants. It's not available in regular supermarkets or grocery stores. And it is expensive. And that may help you to answer the next question, is Doha similar to Dubai? From the outside, Doha may appear to be a smaller, less boisterous, and less tourist-centered version of Dubai. However, from the perspective of an insider or a resident, as I was, they are considerably different. Dubai is less restrictive in many ways and offers more entertainment options. In fact, it was common for Western foreigners living in Doha to visit Dubai for additional entertainment options. So, going to the final question, is Doha safe for females? And yes, Doha is safe for female tourists. Women visiting Qatar should have no problem during the 2022 World Cup if they follow the same guidelines that common sense dictates everywhere else in the world, plus some extra consideration for the local culture, such as not getting drunk in the middle of a public park or beach, or not wearing transparent tops. While I was living there, my wife came to see me several times, and the only thing that ever happened was that when we went to a museum and at the entrance they offered her an extra blanket to cover her shoulders. During other months, for example the Ramadan, the rules in Qatar are much stricter. You cannot eat or drink water in public during the day, for example. Once I forgot that already was Ramadan, and I got warned about drinking water outside. The dress code during Ramadan is also much more rigid. But the World Cup will not happen during Ramadan, therefore tourists can expect a certain level of tolerance from the local authorities. So I wish you a good travel and enjoy the World Cup. I hope you liked this episode. Remember to subscribe to our channel for the next ones.